Hey everybody, this is a different type of video, as I'm sure you can see. I'm using some new software to try and do a few different types of videos and things on my channel. I wanted to try and talk about something that's very prominent in my life, which is gaming, and so that's what this video is about, if you can't tell. You might notice there's no sound on the game, and that's something I wanted to try and troubleshoot later on, because I felt for this particular video the sound in the game wasn't very important, because I'm not so much talking about the game itself as the concept of gaming and touch gaming in my life right now and in general. And so it's just kind of something for me to talk over instead of you just having to stare at my face, because I felt it made more sense. Now, this is filmed from my iPad, if you can believe it or not. I know it's Don't Starve, which is like, and it's the same, it's just like it would be on the computer or anything. And it's kind of, I chose it because it's kind of a way for you to see how far touch gaming has come. I like to think that touch gaming is more these days something that's come further than, just Candy Crush and like matching things, and it's really video gaming. It's really gaming in the more classical sense of, there are different types of games you can play and there are different things to do, and it doesn't just have to be, something simple. It's become very complex. Not to say that things like Candy Crush aren't gaming, but, this is a bit more complicated of a game. And so, gaming has always been a big part of my life. I grew up playing video games with my sister, like, constantly. Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, things on the PlayStation. When I was really young, we had a Super Nintendo system, and we played things like Mario, and Duck Hunt was my favorite. I loved Duck Hunt because I loved the little dog. And so, those kinds of things are the things that I remember about my childhood that are just the kinds of things that in my mind are just such warm memories. And being sick, you don't always want to sit up and, get out of bed and do things. Or you can't always, get out of bed and do things. A lot of us are bedridden for a long time. And, handheld gaming has come a long way as well. Nintendo DS's, PS Vita's, I don't even know what's out for them right now, because I feel like they abandoned the idea or whatever. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not a huge Sony fangirl, to be honest. I don't know. My sister has a PS4. And I am getting more into it because, I love the graphics on it. They're beautiful. Because I guess it can be... It's just like when you switch back and forth from my Xbox 360 to the PS2. It's just amazing, the difference. It's so dull on the Xbox 360, and the PS4 is just so bright and vibrant. But anyway, my point is, handheld gaming is coming a long way too. From being, just little... I remember having little racing games and games where I had to, like, be some character that would find stuff or something on my Game Boy Advance when I was little. Which, by the way, Game Boy Advances and things like that, anything before, like, the Game Boy Advance SP was absolutely terribly difficult to play because it wasn't backlit. Kids these days, if you're young enough to not remember, like, games before they were backlit, that was terribly difficult to play. almost impossible. And it's like, once it was nighttime in a car or something like that, forget sensitive. So, you know, more like, I guess, I mean, you could play indoors and if it was nighttime, but I mean, like, what I remember is going on long car trips and not being able to play once it got dark. That would suck. But now it's like, you can play in the dark, you can play, you know, whenever, wherever. And it's just, it is a whole new different thing. But, I mean, it's really convenient now for me, personally, to have games like this on my iPad, because my iPad is something I constantly have by my side. Like, literally, the charger is plugged in next to my bed, and it charges in my bed with me at night, and in the morning I grab it, and it's constantly with me, because it has access to everything. It's like, got books and YouTube videos. It's able to access the internet, although it doesn't have, like, you know, if I don't have Wi-Fi, you know, but I have comics and books and things to read and things to do on it, and I have tons of games, so that I'm just never bored when I have it. I spend way too much time on it, and I mean, but I'm someone who can't stand being bored. Like, being bored, I would rather be in pain than be bored. Boredom is physical to me because it makes me want to crawl out of my own skin. And I don't know why. So, I mean, but there was a time when basically it's like you had to have a handheld gaming system around to play these type of games. Then you had to have different cartridges. You had to pay so much. And it's like, you can get games like this. This cost me, I think, $5. And it's like the whole game, basically just like it is on the computer. And I mean, I can play it anywhere. I mean, I've played probably as many hours. I wish it was like Pokemon or something where you could see how many hours you'd played. Or, I mean, Steam also tells you how many hours you've played of games. Okay, I love how right now I'm just set fire to everything. Set fire to all of the things. It's like, yeah, that's why I play. That's why I play as Willow. Because basically just I'm so awful at remembering to have fire at night, which is basically one of the main points of the game. But that really spiked the audio, so I'm very sorry. I would edit it out, but I was going to do all of the audio in one take and all of the video in one take. So I think that's how I'm going to do it. That seems very uncourteous of me. That's not a word, I don't think. But this is just trying to test out different things. Because in the future, I want to showcase some of my other favorite touch games in hopes of, you know, helping you guys find some other touch games that maybe will help you curb your boredom in the future. And, I mean, people say that, you know, video games are a waste of time, or like drawing kids in to just waste time instead of, you know, being outside and all that stuff. But I feel like there's a lot that people can get from video games, people of all ages. I feel like it God, aphasia's the worst. Now I feel like just forgetting this video and just, like, you know, beating my head against a desk until I can remember the words. But I feel like basically it can teach skills that basically otherwise younger kids wouldn't know. Like, I know babies who know how to use an iPad, and that might not have been useful, back before these things were bigger, but now that's like key technology. Like, my mom's just learning how to use her phone and the internet, and I'm like so proud of her when she makes posts on Facebook by herself and all these things. And it's really hard for her because, I mean, for so long, she shunned these things. She thought they were like evil and all of that. But now she's learning and she's having a good time with it, and it makes me really happy to see. But, I mean, if younger kids learn these things when they're young, I mean, as they grow older, they're going to be the ones to improve this technology. And then there's no telling how far as a society we can go. And so, I mean, it's an exciting prospect, I think. I really think that in the future, it's going to be exciting to see what they can do with it, because right now, as very young children, you can see them, the cogs turning in their heads when they like play with this technology. And I think when you draw them in so young, it puts a spark in them to want to, it puts a spark in them that makes them think this is fun, this is recreational. But in reality, this technology is used for so much more than just gaming. I mean, touch technology helps the disabled in so many ways. Touch technology is becoming the things that, I mean, it's basically becoming the standard for like a lot of computing at jobs and things like that. So it's exciting to see what the future holds when you put this kind of technology in their hands so young and you teach them these things. They have better dexterity. They think on their feet. They learn different types of skills and all that from this. And here's the part where I do something super, super stupid. Yep, I lit my science machine on fire. So yep, I just panicked. I just kept panicking. I can never figure out how to relight fire pits. Like, can you even relight fire pits? Or are you just like, I don't know. I don't know anyone who knows how to do that. I guess I should probably look it up. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to shut up. Thanks for watching this video, listening to me ramble. John is probably going to tell me I should have written a script for this, because I did not write a script for this one. But, script or outline, But this was just a quick video because I am working on editing something that I did outline. This was just kind of my more in the place of a vlog type video where I just ramble about something that's on my mind. And lots of people do that. And I already said I'd stop talking, so I'm going to stop talking. But anyway, love you guys. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and, if you can tolerate me, my crazy self, want to see more, want to hear more, subscribe maybe. Love you. Bye ya. Woo.